Hello all, I hope you're doing fine and I'm back after a few days. So in today's chess video, we'll be talking about 5 reasons to play the Sicilian defense for black. So I have taken this article and I'll be sharing some quick information with you and we'll be commenting on the points. And we'll also solving some puzzle. So in 5 reasons to play the Sicilian defense, the first thing we should know how to play the Sicilian defense. We have been playing a lot of openings lately, and many players at the beginning start to learn the openings, and these openings are. And this video is specifically for the beginners players who don't know how to play the opening and why they should use the Sicilian defense. So the Sicilian defense begins with e4 and c5, and it is one of the most exciting opening in chess, and it is the best for players who love fighting and enjoying playing interesting games. So the first player will makes e4, the other player makes the move c5. At this stage, white can either capture the black pawn, or instead of just capturing, taking the pawns, let me rearrange the board. So instead of just capturing the pawn, and I think and I like this move, instead of just capturing the move, you should just bring this pawn to forward. So what it does, it gives you an extra control on the center, and if in the next move black tries to make this move, then you can easily back up your pawn, and now you have the most advanced circles and most squares you can control in the center. So if black can just simply in the next move block this, and now he cannot develop this pawn. So we have, and this gives us a time to develop our knight, and this pawn is already protected by. So why you should play the Sicilian defense, and we are back to the topic. So our first point, as you can see on the board, is the Sicilian is entertaining. So let's study about from this. So now almost in all the openings, black has good chances to collide, but whenever you play the Sicilian defense, there are so many interesting options in equal position. You are not going to get bored fighting for a draw in a pawn down endgame. So we will also be witnessing some end games. We will also be playing in some also. So in picture below, let's analyze this picture. In picture below, there is a position from the negro of bishop to g5 line. The beginning of the theory, I don't think you can find anything close to this beginning in other opening. But with this detail, we can understand this picture. So black sacrifices in exchange to get a strong attack in the queen side. Not often with black pieces you can get some an aggressive position, right? But in the opening you can. So let's analyze this position. First of all, in this picture we can say that black is controlling this whole diagonal, and if he wants to break this, and if it has also queen and rook in lined up. So instead of just capturing this, if black moves this pawn and b4 moves, then the black has to just capture this pawn. So black pawn should be captured by this. So this opens the line. So either side you can see that the white has also the queen and the bishop lined up. So if black takes the queen, black takes the pawn with the queen, then black takes, and white can recaptures it with the bishop. So why black can just simply recapture, and black loses only his queen and the pawn, but white loses its queen and the bishop, but there is also this white knight. We can also capture the rook, so you have to take with the pawn, and you can save, and the black will be 2 points. White black will be uh, 2 points up. So in this kind of position, you can just exchange your pieces for some better position. So it's a lot of entertaining, and I think you should use it. So this takes us to our second point, which is it's aggressive. And how is this aggressive? Let's talk about this. So the opening is definitely one of the most aggressive openings for black. Even in position where you can try to defend, you know to look for active defenses. For example, if the opponent tries to attack your king, most of the time the best of defense is to attack him even faster. So how can you attack your opponents? So the position, and we can understand this from this position. The position below is from the Sicilian dragon variation, where white tries to use the H line for an attack and black counterplays here an attack on white's knight. So which means is in this photo, so we can say that in this position the white is trying to attack using the h1 and expose this and break this pawn structure where the black has has saved his king. So why is, and where it is from Sicilian dragon, that you can see that bishop is controlling this diagonal. So it's in the long diagonal, isn't it's just like a dragon. So a black tries to attack, and then Sicilian dragon, the black also tries to attack. So at this stage, if white capture this, how black can just simply line up with bishop and attack using this from this c5. So I can say that Sicilian dragon is an aggressive gameplay, and you should often use it. So we have understood some position where and how it's an aggressive, and now we have come to a point of some little theory. So they said the third point is there is always a chance to win. So this is a logical continuation of the second reason. As you play aggressive lines, you always get a chance to outplay your opponent. Many grandmasters choose Sicilian defense in the games they need to win, where they needed to win. So of course there might be some safe variations of white, but in most cases when white goes for a principal theoretical line, black always has a chance to make things complicated and get advantage. So whenever you play the Sicilian defense, you should know that how you can counter your opponent. So if you make a mistake, then it can cost you dearly, and you should know how to counterplay that mistake. If you sacrifice a piece, then you should always get some piece in return. So this takes us to our fourth point, which is you have to. So the Sicilian defense offers a lot of variations. So there is an extra advantage on the opening system, and just take a look at this position, okay? After e4, after when the white plays e4, black plays c5. So then the black plays knight to f3. This transposes, so black can just simply play d6 and the game, or d6, he can play the d6, e6, or knight to c6 or g6. So all of them lead to completely different types of position, and there is only in the beginning. After each move white makes, black has a very big choice of variations. So this gives us Sicilian defense has many options. So last but not the least, the first one which takes us is all the super strong grandmasters have the Sicilian defense as one of the main weapons. So I think you should know how to play the Sicilian defense more than any. You should also know, and I think you should have some booklet of, I think, and you should know few openings, 2 or 3 or 4 which you should have always been playing, and where, and if you are a beginner, then you must stick with those few, and you can make your game better. So this proved the statement why to play Sicilian. While being a grandmaster, I have learned a very useful trick of how to choose openings. My friend, my first main indicator is whether or not 2700 or above GMs played this opening. As you see, the openings was the main weapon of the world chess champion Magnus Carlsen in 2028 World Championship match against Fabiano Caruana. To sum up, if you want to make your play interesting, there is a lot of tax sacrifice and beautiful combination that you need to learn Sicilian. In addition to that, you can play this opening, you have a great chance to create an immortal game and stay in chess history forever. So this was all for today, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and keep playing Sicilian Defense and keep enjoying chess.